Mike, check. Justin Hunt. It's all happening. Thank you, everybody rocking with the channel. Thank you to everybody subscribed to the channel, who's shared a video, shared what we're doing over here. It's priceless. Big thank you to everyone who's donated. If you like to donate, you get the Cash App. That's right up there. Or you can hit the link in the description to the link tree. And big thank you to all my new members, all the new members who have joined this channel. Big thank you to Edith, Edie May Have Dobbs. Big thank you to Don Lon. Big thank you to Akash Adhikari, Barbara Jones, Kenyatta 5TC, on Johnson TCR 5x5. Love that name. That's dope. Nice and long. Big thank you to Jay Cabrera. Big thank you to Keith Williams, WTF Hodor, Chris Kaznocha, D3V, Bagaladon, Red Potato, Golden Lux, Enrique Cruz, Tiptoe. 9-second applause. Thank you. All right. I'm out of town. I'm in Indianapolis. Big shout out to everybody here in Indianapolis. I was on a podcast called the New Old Heads Podcast. So big shout out to them for hosting me. We were talking about some really dope things that are happening in hip hop. Also, big shout out to Naptown Thrift. Naptown Thrift. I went over there. That's where I got this Scully, this Carhartt. You can tell it's like cold and all this weather outside I'm not used to. In the same way that I used to be. But that's where I am now. That's why everything, the background and whatnot looks so different. Big shout out to Meijer. There's a store called Meijer. I think it's like a Target or a TJ Maxx or a Walmart or something. So this is a Meijer jumpsuit. It's all happening. It's all happening. 1 second applause to Meijer. But I want to drop some, there's a lot of stories that have happened since I've been here. And I've been dropping clips from Culture United. Thank you guys so much for watching those. I also have an interview with Consequence on the channel, which is actually it's a really phenomenal conversation. I put out a couple of clips so far. I'll probably put the full length out shortly here. But we've got big news. So we're going to start with Chart Report. Chart Report, what everybody's been waiting to see. How did GNX perform? It broke all kinds of records, dog. It broke all kinds of records. Let's take a look over here first. Kendrick Lamar has become the first male artist in history to debut 3 songs at #1 in the same calendar year. So that's like that. That is Not Like Us. And that is Squabble Up. So 1 second applause. If you take a look at the full charts, GNX occupies the first 5 spots. On the Billboard Hot 100, it did a total of 319,000. It got an extra 30% jump after Drake took legal action against UMG over payola, rap battle Rico, and defamation of character. So he actually, if he views them as ops, as he said about Steve Lacy, fragile ops, as he seemed to treat DeMar DeRozan as ops. If you look at this as ops, well, he did a whole lot to help his ops because it looked like the GNX was going to do less than 300,000, and it soared past it. So let's take a look at the charts. Squabble Up, #1. That Broccoli song, big shout out to Jeremy Hecht. #2, TV Off. I love this song with Lefty Gunplay. This might be the highest charting Mexican rapper in history. Might be, so that might make Lefty Gunplay, from a chart standpoint, the most successful Mexican rapper in history. That song is going to go. I mean, TV Off is the kindred spirit to Not Like Us from a production standpoint. Love that one. 3, Luther. Kendrick Lamar featuring SZA, sitting at #3 on the charts. You know, I was watching NFR podcast, and they said that there's 4 skips on this album. Right, and I think they said GNX Peekaboo, which I understand because those are regional sounds. GNX is taking some work for me. I'll tell you, Hit a J3 is holding that one together for me. But Peekaboo, I get those 2 sounds. But they also said that Luther and Dodger Blue were skips. Now, I think maybe that is something you say after you show up in legal filings, because NFR podcast was mentioned in Drake's petition. Maybe that's the kind of thing you say. Maybe that's what you say when you're just sort of outside of where these songs come from and what's dope about them. Maybe you just have a different preference. I don't know. But if Luther is a skip, the world ain't skipping it, because that's number 3. So 1 second applause. Number 4, Whacked Out Murals. I find this really interesting that this is number 4, considering it is the number 1 track. It's the first track on the album. And honestly, too, it's so discussed. This has probably been the most discussed track on this project so far. But it came in at number 4. And number 5 is Hey Now. And I think these are the first 5 songs on the album. Maybe Reincarnated. Yeah, no, I think these are the first 5 songs on the project. So this is the first rapper to have 5 songs debut in the top 5. And it's only 12 tracks. So half that album is dominating the top 10. Number 6, Shabuzi was number 1. Now it's dropped to number 6. Number 7, Die With a Smile, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, at number 7. Number 8, Reincarnated. I'm a stargazer. Yeah, it was a totally different song, actually. I mean, there was a lot of people who were talking about this song, Reincarnated. I think a lot of us went through the same process. We thought this was going to be the Broccoli song. Big shout out to Dad and Daughter React. I think they said the same thing, too. I thought this was going to be Reincarnated. I thought this was going to be Squabble Up, ultimately, the Broccoli song, but there was a little bait and switch there. But this is how you sound like Tupac without AI. Reincarnated at number 8. Number 9, Man at the Garden. Number 10, All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey. Now, that is a big one. That is a really big one, right? All I Want for Christmas Is You. Let's say this album doesn't drop. That's probably the number 3 song, arguably. But this is the song, this is probably everybody's go-to streaming Christmas song. And, so now it is back on the charts, as it is every year as we get into the holiday season. And here it is sitting at number 10, largely off the strength of the 7 tracks from GNX. So 7 songs from GNX are in the top 10. 1 second applause. All right, number 11, Dodger Blue. This is the one I always say feels like To Live and Die in LA. I love this song. Kendrick Lamar featuring Wale the Sensei, Siete 7 Times, and Roddy Ricch. 12, Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. 13, Peekaboo, Kendrick Lamar featuring AZ Chike. Finally got that right. AZ Chike. 14th, The Hard Part 6, Kendrick Lamar. 15, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. So we have all the holiday songs that are showing up. Lose Control, Teddy Swims. I've been hearing this on the radio out here in Indianapolis. So, big shout out to Teddy Swims. I'm a fan of his. Gracie Abrams, That's So True at number 17. 18, Last Christmas, Wham. 19, Jingle Bell Rocks, Bobby Helms, Re-Entry. 20, Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter. 21, I Had Some Help, Post Malone. Ew, yuck, gross. 22, APT, Rose featuring Bruno Mars. 23, Taste, Sabrina Carpenter. 24, GNX featuring Hidda J3, Young Threat, and Peso. So this is the second lowest charting one. It's also, I think it's the second to last song on the project, if I'm not mistaken. Gloria is the final song in the project. So even if you just look at it from a streaming standpoint, it kind of makes sense. A lot of times songs that are at the end of the album tend to stream less, obviously, because, it's further along in the project. And a lot of times when you start a project, you're eventually just going to lose some people. Not everybody's going to be locked into the full listen. But, big shout out to Hidda J3, Young Threat, and Peso. They are officially Billboard Charters. Number 24, number 25, Beautiful Things, Benson Boone. 26 is Getting Sticky, Tyler the Creator, featuring Glorilla, Sexy Red, and Lil Wayne. 1 second applause. I love that song. 27, Gloria, the track about Kendrick Lamar's pen, metaphor for his pen. So the entire album is within the top 27. 5 tracks in the top 10. 7 tracks in the top 10. 7 tracks, yeah. 7 tracks in the top 10, excuse me. I forgot about the Mariah Carey song. And a ton of new artists getting their first Billboard appearances. first Billboard appearances. So, I mean, this is a successful project all the way around. Big shout out to PG Lang and team. 1 second applause. All right, here's the rest of the charts. Not rap. What You Know About Me, Glorilla and Sexy Red at number 29. Not Like Us at number 30. Too Sweet, Hozier, not rap. Timeless, The Weeknd and Playboi Carti at number 32. Not rap, 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 not rap. $1 Million Baby, 49. Tommy Richmond, Ill Yuck Gross. 50. Bed Chem, Sabrina Carpenter, not rap. Not rap. Like Him, Tyler the Creator, featuring Lola Young at number 52. Not rap, 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 not rap. Summer Walker, Heart of a Woman, that's good to see there. Summer Walker at number 62. 1 second applause to Summer Walker. Saint Chroma, Tyler the Creator, featuring Daniel Caesar, comes in at 63. Not rap, not rap, not rap. The Weeknd, Dancing in the Flames at 67. Not rap, not rap, not rap, not rap. Chris Brown, Residuals at 72. Not rap, not rap, not rap, not rap. Rod Wave at 25, or no, excuse me, 25 by Rod Wave at number 77. Not rap, not rap. I Love Her, Glorilla featuring T-Pain at number 80. I love that song. I was talking about that in my year-end blurb for Revolt. Big fan of this song. Oh, it feels fresh and nostalgic at the same time. 1 second, boss. Guy for That, Post Malone, Ill Yuck Gross. Not rap. Darling I, number 83, Tyler the Creator featuring Tizo Touchdown. Good News, Shabuzi at number 84 is not rap, but I'm a Shabuzi fan, especially after how the CMAs treated him this year. So big shout out to Shabuzi. Number 84, Good News, his second song to crack the Billboard Hot 100. Hello, Miss Johnson, Jack Harlow at number 85. Not rap, not rap. Bad Dreams, Teddy Swims. Not rap, not rap, not rap. Boss Man D-Lo, Shake That Ass, Twerk Song, number 92. Not rap, not rap, not rap. Lil Baby, Insecurities, 96. Now, this debuted at 56. I was curious about this one. It debuted at 56 last week, and now it's at 96, right? So let's say everybody moved down a little bit because of GNX. So this track still drops 40 spots. 40 spots. It'll be interesting. I'm very curious to see what Lil Baby looks like going forward. No Pole, Don Toliver, number 97. Gang Baby, NLE Choppa, number 98. Apple, Charlie XCX. I like Charlie. I'll just shout her out. And Not Rap at the end. So Kendrick Lamar, 319,000, first week, occupies 8 spots out of the top 10. And has given a lot of, and through this, because of the features on this album, it's given a lot of LA rappers their first Billboard chart hit. And so, I don't see how you could look at this project as not a success because there's hits all over this mug. All right, so big shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Big shout out to everybody who's cracked the Hot 100 this week. Other Kendrick Lamar's news. So Kendrick actually announced his tour, the GNX tour, Grand National Tour. Kendrick Lamar and SZA. All right, so we have, how many dates is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 date tour, it looks like. All stadiums. U.S. Bank Stadium, NRG Stadium, AT&T Stadium, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Bank of America Stadium, Lincoln Financial Field Stadium, MetLife Stadium, SoFi Stadium. This is a stadium tour. And it makes sense. These are two of the biggest artists in the music industry at this point in time. Key dates on here, L.A., May 21st and 23rd. Next year, 2025, they'll be at SoFi Stadium. Charlotte, Bank of America Stadium, they'll be in Charlotte May 3rd. And they'll be in New Jersey, really New York, May 8th and 9th at MetLife Stadium. Just shouting out places I've lived. So 1 second applause to places I've lived. And then obviously June 12th, Toronto, Rogers Center. Now this is something people are watching. This is definitely a date that stood out clearly. This year we've seen a lot of no-fly zones put on TDE affiliate artists, TDE artists or Kendrick affiliate artists when they tried to perform in Toronto. Schoolboy Q, that was a big story. They were performing at History, which is a club that Drake has a partnership with. And so those dates were canceled. Same thing with Sir. His was canceled. We'll see what the temperature is like in June, but he's scheduled to be in Toronto on June 12th. So big updates. If you're going to go check out the tour, let me know if you're going to do your best to see Kendrick Lamar and SZA for the Grand National Tour. I'm definitely going to do my best to try to be there. Kendrick puts on a phenomenal show. He's got the Super Bowl. Obviously, we know that. Speculation that he has more music on the way. And right now, he has the #1 album in America and 8 songs out of the top 10 on the Hot 100. Kendrick Lamar season is here. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. My name is Justin Hunt. Like, subscribe to the channel, follow at The Company Man on everything. It's all happening.
Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. The mathematical breakdown of this mighty game of rap we in. It's boom bapping. Systematical culture views us radical, it's all happening. Shaking hands and dapping it. Life through the lens of hip hop, from trip hop to yes, yes, y'all. You don't stop, you don't stop. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening.